Why you have to die? Tyler, you are so young. I love you, Tyler, Savery.
Tyler, you've been a good friend to everyone, but now you are in heaven with God, in a new place, and you are heavenly also. You help God and us and everyone. You are the best friend in the world. You're the best friend anyone can have.
And we let them know that one of our students, Tyler, has passed away, but he's in our prayers, he's in our thoughts forevermore, no? What we did after that, he's a student presently in Standard 1. So we went to the individual classrooms and we spoke with the students from that particular group, and we had a counselor come in to speak with the children. Some of the children expressed how they felt, some of them were crying, and so it's just an emotional time here for us at St. Joseph.
Today, the students as well as the faculty and staff of St. Joseph Primary School reminisced on the life of 7-year-old Tyler Savery, a former Standard 1 student at the institution. It came as a shock to many as the unthinkable happened shortly after classes on Friday afternoon. Around 4:30 p.m., the minor who was en route to Moon Clusters to get a shake with his cousin Porshan Pipersburgh was murdered in a drive-by shooting. Savery was hit once to the chest. The bullet exited through his back and he died on the spot. His mother, Shakira Young, despite several calls, remained in disbelief and rushed over to the hospital.
Upon reaching the hospital, they told me that I'm not able to see my child, that the doctors are working on trying to resuscitate him. I I wait, and maybe about 5 minutes after the doctor came in and the doctor asked, who is the parent for Tyler? And I said, me. Now, me going into this hospital, my son getting shot, I said maybe it was just something in the leg, in the arm, something that maybe my son could recover from. And when she looked at me and she said, Mom, I am sorry, but we did all we could and your son didn't make it. That feeling that shook my body, I fell to the ground because my son is my life. He was and he still is my life.
It was the worst news that any mother could get, that her only child was murdered. Even more heart-wrenching is that 2 years ago, on October 27, 2014, Tyler's father, Leon Savery, died following a shooting near the St. Mary's Primary School.
How could that happen to my son? I finally gained the courage to go in and saw my baby on that table. My baby lip has on it has a little scratch, a bust. So I assume that was where he fell. I didn't see the gunshot injury. I didn't see anything. I just saw my son's lifeless body on that cold table. I gathered myself and I went outside. And all I could think about was how I was going to tell his grandfather that his only grandchild with his son that has already passed 2 years ago due to gun violence was killed by gun again. But I sat on that floor at the hospital and I kept thinking, what could be going through these animals' minds? What? You would see a child on a bike and you would still pull that trigger. That doctor said that that bullet entered from the front. So there is no way that you could shoot me from the back and that bullet came through the back. If it was from the back, maybe I would have been a bit more comforted to say that, you know what, it was an accident, or maybe they didn't see the baby on the bike. But my baby got hit in the chest directly.
21-year-old Porshan Pipersburgh was riding with Tyler on a bicycle on Daly Street when they came under fire. He was shot multiple times and rushed to the K.H.M.H, but 26 hours later, he too passed away inside the ICU. Pipersburgh was a member of the Youth Apprenticeship Program coordinated by Diane Finnegan. She told News 5 that the former SJC student was a victim of circumstance.
In a matter of minutes, the doctor came out, spoke to his brother and I, Michael, and shared with us that they are going to have to go right into surgery. And of course, his brother signed off on that and said, let's get this done right away. Um, in about an hour, hour and a half or so, um, Michael called me to say that he's in the ICU. I met both Porshan and Michael through their mom, Audrey, and instantly, well, when I met Porshan, he was still going to SGC, but um, the issue of children growing up has much more to do with just the love of one parent, the absence of a father figure in the home plays a major, major role.
The shooting occurred several blocks away from the Queen Street police station, and 4 persons have since been detained.
A white car pulled up, and occupants from the car fired shots in the direction of Porshan and the little boy who were injured. So far, we have impounded a car that we believe was involved in this incident, and we also have 3 persons in custody. We're seeking 2 persons who we believe can assist us in this investigation.
Young says that she has not been home since the incident and prays that her son's killer finds God.
My son is not at war. He was not at war. My son didn't even knew what happened to him because of that trauma that got him. But you know what? Whosoever did it, I hope that you are seeing this, and I hope that you are listening to me. And I want you to understand, you have a mother, you have sisters, you have cousins, you have grandmothers, you have aunts, you have nephew, you have brothers. I am not the seek revenge type because I have love in my heart. And I pray that sometime, very soon, that you may find God.
Duane, Moody for News 5.